Hey guys, what's going on? How's it going? My name is Sergey, and today I'm gonna talk to you about sorting algorithms and related data structures. In particular, in this video, I'm gonna talk to you about bubble sorting algorithm using the Python programming language. In the last video, I was implementing this same algorithm, but using a different programming language. I used C++, if I'm not mistaken. And today I decided to add some variety to my videos, so that you guys are gonna be familiar with another programming languages such as Python or JavaScript or anything like that. In fact, really, I strongly believe that it really doesn't matter what kind of language you are using. It all depends on your preferences, on your needs, and the application that you are developing at the moment. But I think they are really they're really the same, except for minor differences such as syntax or um, working with memory. I think that once you are familiar with once you have a solid understanding and a solid grasp of one of the languages such as C or C++ or C++, which are the great languages for system programming. Not also are they great for system programming, but they are great languages in general. To get to know, just to get you started with programming in general. But anyways, I'm getting off the track, and heading back to the track, and starting talking about our algorithm. First of all, I'm gonna say that I will use Visual Studio Code, but it doesn't matter. You might prefer using another text editor. It really depends on your preferences, but I'm gonna use Visual Studio Code because I use it pretty much for every single project, for every single video, and I think that it's a great editor, generally speaking. But really it doesn't matter. And to get started, but anyways, to get started with, I'm gonna spend a couple of minutes showing you a little picture, just to explain you a little bit what the bubble sort algorithm is, and I show this very picture in the previous video, I believe, which I found on the internet, and I think that it's a great picture. It shows you how this algorithm works. In fact, as already pointed out before, it's pretty simple. We just need to compare two adjacent elements starting from the beginning of the array, of a given array, I should say, and we're comparing the elements, and if the first element is greater than the second one, which is adjacent to it, we're gonna swap the two elements, and that's it basically. And we're gonna perform this very algorithm till the end of the array. Once we are finished, once our number, which is in this case 45, once it is put at the end of the array, we're gonna perform this very operation with the rest of the array excluded, 45 of course. And and after all the steps, okay, all our elements are gonna be put in order, and basically that's it. Hopefully you kind of understand what's going on under the hood, and let's get started. I'm gonna use Python, as I already pointed out before, and I'm gonna start with absolute scratch, and I'm gonna comment my code as much as possible so that you guys might refer to it later if you wish, of course, to do so. Alright, so I'm gonna say implementing the bubble sort algorithm using Python. So, and here instead of an array I'm gonna use a list, and for those of you guys who are not familiar with lists and data structures in Python, lists are basically the same as arrays in other programming languages such as C++ or JavaScript, for instance, and they are powerful because they know their size beforehand, so in that regard, that you don't need to implement some operations in order to figure out the size of the array beforehand in order to pass this array to a function as an argument. Alright, and in this regard it's much more convenient, of course, working with this type of data structure, but for the rest, I believe that they are pretty much the same data structures as far as I know, at least. Alright, we're gonna say we're gonna define a function for sorting our list, right? We're gonna say bubble sort function. Alright, and we're gonna say def. I'm gonna use snake case here because as far as I know it's a common convention in Python to use snake case to name your functions. Bubble sort and fourth sort. We're gonna pass our function over here. Okay, so first of all we need to iterate through each element of the list. Okay, and so if we need to iterate through each element of the list, and we need to define a variable which we're gonna call swapped, and we're gonna set it to false to get started with. So, and then I'm gonna explain what I mean by that. So when comparing to a JSON element starting from the start of the list, right? If in the case when the first element is not greater than the second element, we don't need to swap them, right? And that means that we can skip this whole iteration, okay? So that our algorithm is going to become a little bit more robust, more efficient in terms of time and space complexity. That's why this algorithm is also called optimized bubble sort algorithm, as far as I know. Alright, so, and we're gonna use for loop in order to iterate through our list. We're gonna say iteration through the list. We're gonna say for I in range length of the array. Okay, we're gonna start with 0 and until the length of the array. Okay, so, and I think that we need to define this variable down here inside this for loop, I believe. Yep. So next we're gonna need to compare two adjacent elements of the list, and in the case the first one is greater than the second one, just just swap them. Alright, so we're gonna say for j in range, so it's gonna be an inner loop. Okay, length of the array minus I, because we gonna reduce the number of elements we're gonna iterate through after each iteration. Okay, and minus 1, just like that. Alright, and we're gonna compare the two adjacent elements as already pointed out before. We're gonna say if, we're gonna use an if statement. We're gonna say if array j is gonna be greater than array j plus 1. So we're gonna sort our array in an ascending order in case if you wish to to reverse the order, you just can substitute this greater than sign with the less than sign, and that's it, and it should work just fine, I believe. So we're gonna say temp, we're gonna introduce the temp variable just for the swapping purposes. Okay, temp is equal to array j, and we're gonna say array j plus 1 is gonna be equal to array no, we're gonna say array j is gonna be equal to array j plus 1, so we're just swapping the two elements, and we're gonna say finally array j plus 1 is gonna be equal to temp, and this simple algorithm, swapping algorithm, is used pretty much everywhere in programming. That's why I think that at this point you should be familiar with this swapping algorithm, and it's pretty simple and straightforward, I believe. Alright, but anyways, after we swap the elements, we're gonna say we're gonna set the swapped variable to true. Alright, and after we finished, we're gonna say if the swapped is false, alright, then we do not need to swap the two adjacent elements. In this way, as I already pointed out before, we can save some time and increase the efficiency of our algorithm in terms of time and space complexity, I believe. So we're gonna say if not swapped, so basically if it's gonna be false, we'll just break out of the loop, and that's it, basically. Yeah, now we can test our algorithm. We're gonna say if, in Python we're gonna say if name is equal to main, alright, just the main function implementation. We're gonna define list to get started with, I believe. You can say we're gonna say array 1, for instance, is gonna be equal to list 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and 100, for example. So we're gonna let the user what the heck is going on by saying the original array. We're gonna pass. Yeah, we're gonna need to use fstring here in order to use this syntax, I believe. Array 1. Alright. Next we're gonna invoke our bubble function. Bubble sort function. We're gonna pass our array over here, okay. And after that, we're gonna need to print the sorted array, I believe. We're gonna pass the sorted array down here, and yeah, I think that should do it. As you can see, it's much simpler than implementing the same algorithm using, the C++ or the C programming languages, because here we don't need to, first of all, as I already pointed out before, we don't need to know the size of the array beforehand. It's gonna know its size automatically. It's great, of course. And yeah, and generally speaking, Python is much simpler, but it doesn't mean that it is less popular. In fact, the opposite is true. I believe Python has been, gaining popularity over the years, and I think that all many major companies, at least in my country, they use these amazing programming languages to build various applications. But anyways, I'm getting off the track. Sorry about that, guys. Let's just test our application, and we can finish our video, I believe. I don't want to steal your precious time. Okay, so we're gonna say Python 3 bubble Py, and yep, I think that should do it. Our algorithm is working perfectly, and I think that we can add a couple more values to our list 6, for example, just to prove that everything is working properly. Alright, so that I'm not lying to you guys. Yeah, I think that everything is working. Yeah, guys, that's it. I think that yeah, it was quite a bit of code, of course, but it's not too much in comparison with implementing the same algorithm in C++, for instance. But anyways, and that's the beauty of programming in Python, by the way, because with so little code you can do a whole bunch of amazing different things to build your application or implement your any algorithm. Really, Python is ideal for these kind of things, in my opinion. All right. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate your attention. I really appreciate you guys, and I hope you are doing well. Take care, and all the best to you guys. And yeah, I'll see you in the next time. Bye bye.